Natalie is back tonight from Tobin, Ramon, and Barber Law Firm with some estate planning tips for us. Thanks for being here.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we're continuing our talk about estate planning, wanting to know if we have an estate plan, is that it? Are we done? I'm guessing no.
No. So with your estate plan, whether your foundation is a trust, let's say a joint tenancy trust for a couple, or whether you do a will just for yourself, or you are, let's say, married and you have a his and her will, or his and his, or her and her will, however it works, it can be changed throughout your lifetime. And as a matter of fact, it should be. A great estate plan is written with contingency plans in there. So it doesn't matter who dies in what order, if people get married, if people have babies, you should be covered, but your preferences change.
Okay.
A lot of times.
So how often should you be diving into it?
I would say every year. It's too often to be looking at your estate plan. Some of my more type A clients, they like to have a calendar appointment, and we have an Outlook reminder where they check in once a year, and I say, still good? And they say, still good, and it makes them feel good. But I would say as far as being practically or legally necessary, if it's been 10 years, if it's been a decade, it's probably too long. Either the law has changed or your family circumstances or life situation has changed, and it's time to look at it and see if we need some changes. 5 years is kind of a good rule of thumb. So as a matter of fact, in my trust funding memorandum, which is my document that I do to help you connect everything to your trust if you decide to do a trust, because it's not worth the paper it's printed on unless you've got it funded. That's my last little disclaimer, and I have clients sign that say, I will check in every 3 to 5 years with you, Attorney Barber.
So why do people put off estate planning?
Because it's not fun. It's like going to the dentist. You just hesitate to make that appointment, and you kind of don't want to go. But once you've been there, you're pretty glad you went.
Sure, it makes you probably feel like a sense of accomplishment and just I wouldn't even know if relief is the right word, but it's like centered, like balanced, like that kind of feeling.
Like I did adulting today.
Yeah.
Like I should get stickers that said I adulted today.
Yeah, estate plan stickers.
And also I think budget.
Yeah.
So we do a pay-as-you-go situation. So it's a flat fee for the document suite or the group of documents that are recommended that you ultimately choose for your estate plan. And then we might need 2 meetings to get those done, so to speak, so your estate plan is in place. We may need 4 meetings, but it's that same flat fee, and you don't have to pay it all at once.
Okay, that's good.
A lot of people give me a couple $100s for a deposit to get going, kind of some good faith money, and then they come back and we review the documents. If they like them, we sign them. If we need to spend our time making changes, we do that. Sometimes they'll make another payment, and then they'll get a statement from our office every 30 days, and it'll show your last payment, the new balance, and then you pay what you can.
Okay, so what happens if you don't have an estate plan?
The state of Illinois has an estate plan for you.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it not a good one?
It's not a good one. Some people like it, most people don't. So let's say with a traditional family, you've got a husband, a wife, and 2 kids.
Okay.
The husband passes away. The children are minor children. They're 7 and 6.
Okay.
Half of the wealth goes to the surviving spouse.
Okay.
Not all of it, half of it. The other half goes to the kids in equal shares.
Okay.
So that's just a hypothetical, not legal advice, educational advice.
Yeah.
I'm a lawyer. I'm not your lawyer until you give me $1.
So why should you worry about all of this? And I guess it's a really big question that some might say, why do I care?
Yeah, I'm going to be dead. Why do I care?
Where my money goes.
Yeah, it's kind of like buying life insurance. You pay the premiums. It's not for you. Your family or whoever your beneficiary is, they reap all the benefits. But it's peace of mind for your family.
Yeah.
And planning, especially for young families. Your will is where you put those guardians for minor children.
Right. And that's important. And that's also one you want to update, obviously, based on how I remember hearing about, I don't even know if this is true, but my parents are always watching, something about how we were supposed to go to my aunt, and then I was severely allergic to her dog. And I remember somebody being like, we have to fix that.
We need to change this.
Yeah, but that's a serious thing,
right?
Because then and you don't want to create arguments. When you're no longer
because the aunt with the dog would be like, no, she's supposed to be with me. I need to carry out the wishes. And then they're like, it's not a practical.
Right.
Yes.
So that's something that's why we have somebody who's an expert
there you go.
To help out with that.
Having your last best idea in there is what you want.
Yeah. So where can we go to reach out to you and to get things started if we're interested in doing this?
So you can go to our website, www.tobinramon.com. You can email me, Natalie, Natalie, @tobinramon.com, or you can give us a call. A lot of people just like to ring us up, which is fine. 815-544-0316. And we're in Belvedere, but we'll travel anywhere.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Tuesday Tips is next with our social media expert, Hope, and then we have another GDS Weekly Teacher Check-in too. We'll be right back.